Hello. Good afternoon po, Kongs. Ang question ko lang naman pa ay what do you make of Acosta's seeming um, difficulty to communicate in Filipino or in English during Ligutan's direct examination of her earlier today? Given that umarap na po siya sa House hearing nga noong 2024 for both of you po.
Well, I was hearing the comments of some of our colleagues there, no? At sinasabi nga nila na noong hearing sa Kongreso noon ay nakakaintindi naman siya ng mga tanong in English or Filipino. And she would answer in English, Filipino, and Bisaya na halo. So we were wondering about the difficulty earlier. But of course, I don't want to say that there was some malice involved. But, well, let's see in the coming hours when she returns to the witness stand.
Siguro just to be direct, dahil hindi kayo covered ng sub judice, do you think this is an act by Acosta? Ano ba to? Parang kinoach ba siya to act a certain way when she takes the witness stand?
Hindi naman, no? In fairness to Miss Gina Acosta, siguro kinakabahan siya, no? Because this is the trial already, unlike in the Committee on Good Government, medyo komportable siya na sumagot doon sa mga katanungan ng ating mga mambabatas. But siguro, give it a little more time, baka she will be able to adjust and answer. No? Marunong naman siya magtagalog eh. The transcript of the Committee on Good Government shows that she can respond to a question either in English or in Tagalog. So, yung Bisaya naman niya, easily understandable and translatable by the prosecutor, Attorney Ligutan. So, siguro medyo kinabahan lang, kaya medyo we will give her that benefit of the doubt, so to speak.
Sir, on another matter, kanina may ambush interview kay Attorney Lorna Capunan at kay Congressman Joel Chua. Sabi nila baka yun na raw yung last interview nila. Ano yung outlook ng prosecution, sir? And ma'am, ano yung bakit ganun yung mindset ni Attorney Capunan and ni Congressman Chua? Parang iiwas po ba sa namasita na lang ng Senate or parang self-prohibition ba yung gagawin?
Well, kanina nga hinihintay namin kung may decision ng ating presiding officer about the issue last week regarding the sub judice rule. But of course, we don't want to add to the presiding officer's concerns or issues regarding either side. So we will try our best to avoid the merits of the case, which we cannot touch on, and we will leave it to the spokespersons who are not the public prosecutors, private prosecutors, to speak on behalf of the prosecution.
Yeah, dagdagan ko lang din, no? Wala pa namang gag order as of this time as we speak, no? But obviously, we want to let the people know that ang prosecution panel ay sumusunod sa mga panuntunan o rules ng ating impeachment court, no? At in fact, there was never a time when a member of the prosecution panel, both the private and the public prosecutors, have crossed that line of discussing merits of the case. Kasi yun naman ang pinagbabawal, i-discuss mo yung merits of the case so that hindi ka makapag-influence ng outcome. Pero sa aming mga spokesman, free for all, so to speak, no? Pwede tayong magtanong.
Pero sir, do you agree dun sa mga sinasabi ng iba na dapat kasi wala ng spokesperson na member ng prosecutor? I'm referring to Attorney Tolosa, na who's also part of the panel.
Hindi, kailangan pa rin ng abogado kasi kaming mga na-identify as a spokes or spokespersons dito sa panel ng prosecution, hindi naman kami mga abogado. And there are issues when questions are asked about some certain legal questions, no, that of course we can answer, but yung aming tanong, ang sagot ba namin ay accurate? We don't want to overstep or so to speak cross that border again, no. Kaya nga mas mahalaga na meron ding nagga-guide sa amin ng mga abogado.
Both sides naman po ay may, pati yung both the prosecution and the defense have prosecutors or defense lawyers who are speaking in press conferences or having interviews here, no? So, hindi naman to isang side lang ang may paglalabag supposedly ng guidelines, no? Ang sinasabi actually namin, hindi naman kami, we do not talk about the merits of the case. In fact, if ever we talk about the case, we give a summary or we say what was discussed, but we absolutely refrain from giving opinions on the matter.
Susugan ko lang ulit yun, no? Kasi napakahalaga na ma-discuss itong mga usapin sa loob ng korte para maintindihan ng ating mga mamamayan, no? Napakahirap na ngang intindihin as it is kasi nga masyadong technical at masyadong legalist, masyadong medyo malalalim ang pinag-uusapan. Kaya napakahalaga na meron talagang nagpapaliwanag in the most simplest and perhaps a most laymanized way of explaining it.
Last question na lang po. Kasi nung last Wednesday, medyo seryoso yung tono ni Presiding Officer Senator Judge Escudero. Pero kanina he was able to make light of Attorney Ligutan's Facebook post. Biniro niya pa si Attorney Ligutan. What do you make out of it, sir? Ano po yung dating sa inyo?
Well, sa akin, perhaps the presiding officer has read and seen the post and he probably finds nothing wrong with the post. Kasi tinuturo, pinag-uusapan, tinuturo ni Attorney Ligutan yan sa kanyang mga estudyante at saka sa kanyang personal na experience. And he knows, no, that you cannot ask misleading questions to a witness during a trial. Kaya siguro nung nabasa at nakita ni presiding officer na yun pala yung na-post, perhaps he felt that there's nothing wrong with that post, kaya niya siguro nasabi at nabanggit yon during the opening.
All right, Haji, your turn.
Magandang tanghali po. Balikan ko lang po si Miss Gina Acosta. Na-anticipate po ba ninyo yung ganong pagsagot ni Miss Gina kanina na kumbaga did it form part of your strategy na si Attorney Virgil Ligutan ulit yung sumalang since nakakaintindi po siya ng Bisaya or nagkataon lang po ba yan?
Actually, baka nagkataon lang na siya yung lawyer, but siya yung prosecutor who will conduct the direct examination of Gina Acosta. So, well, it is very good for the public para makita at maintindihan lalo ng ating publiko.
Baka coincidence lang, no? Kasi sa panel of prosecutors naman, meron namang kanya-kanya silang assignments. And these assignments are actually shared by 11 public and 15 private prosecutors. Pinag-uusapan, hinahati-hati nila yan. Na-timing lang siguro na ganun. And we will expect also that most of the witnesses that they will present in the defense at saka yung hostile natin are actually from Davao, no? Kasi galing nga naman sila lahat sa Davao.
Pero sa palagay po ninyo, nakatulong yung pagsita ni Senator Judge Erwin Tulfo in the way Acosta answers the questions of Attorney Ligutan. Kumbaga kung hindi tumayo si Senator Judge Tulfo para nga pupunahin yon, magtutuloy-tuloy yun. Kumbaga nakatulong po ba yan?
Well, kasi as much as possible, we were trying to accommodate yung difficulty of Gina Acosta expressing or replying or responding to a question. Kaya nga, siguro, tamang-tama naman, may mga kopya ng transcript of records yung ating mga senator judges, no? Siguro nabasa doon. Pwede naman pala magtagalog. Kaya kanina nga nung unang tanong, ang pagkakasabi ko ay baka medyo kinabahan at hindi komportable sa kasi trial na ito, kaya gumagamit siya ng Bisaya.
Siguro that made the witness try a little harder pagkatapos sa mag-manifest ni Senator Erwin Tulfo.
Thank you po.
Hello po. Sir, since na-mention na po yung name ni Colonel La Chica, does it intended to attribute responsibility, shape accountability, or explain action that otherwise lack documentation and authorization? Kasi po, wala siyang fidelity band. Tapos, siya pa yung nagde-dictate sa plans and program at siya din daw po yung nag-secure ng large amount of money.
Itong mga susunod na mga oras at perhaps mga araw in the same manner that the witness now being declared as the hostile witness, I am sure yung aming mga abogado ay tatanungin yung mga questions kagaya ng tanong mo, Joy. And sa ngayon kasi we cannot preempt whatever it is, whatever questions that they will ask kay Gina and doon sa sinasabi mong kay Colonel La Chica.
Sir, yung kay Ma'am Gina Acosta, di ba when she took her oath to tell the truth at the Senate impeachment courts, she pleads to answer the question clearly in the language understood by the court. Pero yung padahak po niya, to speak either in Filipino or English, it is an act of evasion. What can you say po?
Hindi naman po siguro act of evasion on her part, but gaya po ng sabi ni Kong Ace po kanina, baka kinakabahan lang, nahihirapan, kaya siguro nagsasalita siya sa kanyang native dialect, native language.
Baka mas madali niya masagot kapag binibisaya niya. But sabi ko nga kanina, baka makapag-adjust ng konti at maging komportable na she may be able to answer in Tagalog just like what she did doon sa Committee on Good Government sa Kongreso noon.
I-issue po ba natin ang subway na si Colonel La Chica po at si Colonel Nolasco with regards to that?
Pag-uusapan pa po kung i-present po sila.
Chika lang yata yung kay La Chica eh.
Mic test. Mic test. Hello po, good afternoon po. Kunin ko lang po sana yung thoughts ng prosecution regarding dun sa bali-balita na may private meeting daw si VP Sara kay President Bongbong Marcos.
Hindi ko alam yan. Baka chika yan. Hindi ko. Sige, this is the first time we heard this news, no? So we're not really familiar
Well, actually, I saw that in several Facebook posts. But of course, we have no confirmation about that. And with so many trolls now, we
Yeah.
don't know what's
Yeah.
true. So, hintayin na lang po natin kung totoo nga po yun.
Hello, sir. Specifically, yung meeting daw about the VP is trying to, appeal na she will just resign and be allowed to run for 2028 elections. So for the impeachment to be over instead na lang. I understand because I understand the prosecution has been very adamant that resignation will not cure the allegations being leveled against the Vice President. So we'd just like to confirm if that position remains amid all this, reports of trade-offs? Thank you.
Well, as far as the prosecution panel is concerned, nandito tayo sa proseso ng pagpapalabas ng katotohanan and accountability. Sinusunod natin ang utos ng ating saligang batas na magkaroon ng isang accountability mechanism for certain higher officials of government na magkaroon ng pananagutan kung sila ay mayroong ginawang paglabag sa mga batas. So kung merong mang usapin tungkol dyan sa mga trade-offs, iyan po ay wala sa prosecution panel because ang task ay ipagpatuloy itong paglilitis, ipresenta ang mga ebidensya at siguruhin na naiintindihan ng ating mga mamamayan kung ano-ano itong mga ebidensyang ito. Talks about secret or private meetings that we were not aware of, and I don't think both parties that allegedly met, I don't know if that would be a possible scenario, at least in my own personal opinion. Si Rose.
Hello po. Magandang tanghali po, ma'am and sir. Last week po, nagpahayag po ng concern yung ilan pong mga legal analyst dahil po yung pong attention ng public, imbis na nakatuon dun po sa pagpipresenta ng mga ebidensya laban po sa Vice Presidente, natuon po dun po sa mga side or snide comments po between the councils, between the two opposing parties po. Ano pong reaksyon ng prosecution doon? And meron po bang gagawing adjustment ang panel po ng prosecution?
I don't know about adjustment, pero siguro sasabihin ko na lang po sa ating publiko na sana tuloy-tuloy po lang po ang kanilang panonood, pakikinig dito sa impeachment trial natin dahil ang gusto lang naman po ng prosecution ay ang mailatag ang ebidensya patungkol po do sa 4 articles of impeachment laban sa ating Vice President. I know that it can be boring and tedious at times, pero kami naman po ay nandito lang para maipakita nga at ma-explika ang ebidensya laban sa kanya.
Tama, no? Nakakalungkot nga na isipin na parang nagkakaroon na ng kawalan ng gana, no, sa pagsubaybay dito sa impeachment trial na to. Dahil nga, once na pag-usapan na, medyo technical at medyo legal, medyo nawawala na ang interest, no, ng karamihan sa atin. And that is understandable kasi nga, napakahirap naman talagang maintindihan. Ngunit ang aming panawagan sa ating mga kababayan na kumare, subaybayan ninyo, pakinggan ninyo ang ebidensya na inilalatag ng dalawang panig. No? Napakahalaga kasi na tayo mismo ang magkaroon ng sariling opinion tungkol dito sa paglilitis na ito. And for all we know, no, baka dun sa paglalatag ng ebidensyang nakikita natin, o madidinig natin, doon tayo makakapagbuo ng ating desisyon tungkol dito sa usapin, whether guilty ba or hindi guilty ang akusado. So, para ho talagang maintindihan, sinisikap naman po ng ating mga prosecution panel and spokesperson na maging interesting itong trial na ito. Although sometimes nga, people say it gets boring, pero that's normal, no? Lahat naman ng ganyan, dumadaan sa ganun. Yung mga pag-i-issue ng mga side comments, minsan perhaps siguro out of the eagerness to explain to the people and make sure that the people understand, they come up with such comments, no, that sometimes makes it appears to be a jest or ika nga pampabuhay doon sa sinasabi ngang medyo inaantok na ng mga partisipante. So I guess we will again, no, try our best, no, para maipaliwanag, maintindihan at magkaroon ng mas malalim at mas malawakang interes ang ating mga mamamayan tungkol dito sa usapin ito dahil napakahalaga nitong proseso ng impeachment na ito.
Yeah, just to press on that po, pero do you plan to tone down those side comments na nagiging highlights ng impeachment trial po?
I don't know if it will affect the process. I don't know, no, sa punto ng mga abogado natin. Pero sa akin, I don't mind. Personal, I don't mind. May mga comments na ganun. As long as hindi ka nakaka-insulto, no? As long as hindi mo nasasaktan yung ego ng iba dyan, di ba? So, ang point lang is that I guess this is normal. This is, to me, this is acceptable. But siyempre, kung merong legal effect yan, that I do not know. Maybe we can ask our lawyer, Congresswoman
Actually,
Bell.
I can't say if anyone will tone down their style, but this is all, the specific styles of the particular lawyer who's presenting a witness. So we had a lot of that during Attorney Kapunan, and maybe that's her personal style as a lawyer, as a litigator. So iba-iba naman po ang bawat abogado, and I'm sure ganun naman din po sa defense.
Sorry po, pasapahabol lang, Haji po ulit. To follow up on Kong A's na statement kanina na kumbaga baka masyado ng dragging or baka kaya naboboring po yung tao. Nung weekend po, may statement or sa isang interview may sinabi po si Representative Benny Abante na kung tutuusin dapat nga daw po hindi naabuti ng December yung impeachment trial. Kung siya po yung tatanungin, November po sana tapos na. Kasi ang paniwala po niya, yung first 2 articles which is yung grave threats at saka itong confidential funds, sapat na raw po para kumbaga magkaroon ng conviction on the part of the Vice President. Kung kayo po tatanungin, do you share the same sentiment or tingin nyo po kumbaga hinug na talaga from the first 2 articles? Although binabanggit niya, mas maganda nga raw po kung marinig din yung tungkol sa SALN.
Ako personally, sa tingin ko mas magandang ilatag lahat, no, yung 4 na articles. At para kasi maraming nagsasabi na ito ay isang pamumulitika no, which we vehemently of course deny. Bakit? May ebidensya Di ba? Lahat itong articles na ito, nitong 4 na inilatag ng ating prosecution panel, ay hindi ito haka-haka o hindi ito marites lamang. Dahil ito ay suportado ng mga ebidensya. Kagaya ng pinapakita natin ngayon, kagaya ng inilalatag ngayon. Kung natatandaan nyo, yung first article, yung grave threats and inciting to sedition, very clear yung paglatag natin ng ebidensya. In fact, hindi dininay ng kabilang panig yung ebidensyang ginamit dito sa article na ito. Dito naman sa kasalukuyang article na tinatalakay natin ngayon, very very glaring, no? Yung nakikita nating documentary evidence na inilalatag ng prosecution. Ito sa aming palagay ay dapat makita at madinig sa kabuuang picture. Parang puzzle, di ba? Yung mga puzzle, lahat ng pieces mahalaga. Kasi hindi mabubuo yung litrato pag kulang yung puzzle o kulang yung piece. So kaya dapat para sa akin, diretso buuin natin yung 4 na articles.
Alright. Anyway, kung wala ng question, you have any parting words or guess? Or no more? Alright, so para mabigyan ng pagkakataon makapag-prepare ang ating mga prosecutors, pinuputol po natin ngayon ang ating balita panayam. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat.